Hey guys, Zero here. Welcome back to another video, and we have updates on what's going on with Melody and her Twitch ban, Twitch removal, whatever you want to call it. So, hey guys, the editor Zero has decided to say, hey, don't harass anyone on any side here. Do not harass Melody. Do not harass Digitrev. They have their own lives. This is their problem. Now, yes, one of them has made it public. But that does not make anyone more involved in them, okay? So don't go harassing people. And so before we get started, if you want, you can subscribe to the channel, share the video for information. Of course, I want to spread this information as much as I can. If you like the video, that'd be great as well. But yeah, it's about Project Melody, and she has some new developments on that. Let's go to her Twitter account. This was tweeted like half an hour ago. I did some time to actually look through this twit longer that she has put out. Now, I've archived it just in case. Now, this is talking about her Twitch ban and what seems to be also struggles with Digitrev X. And for those who don't know, Digitrev X is the modeler for Project Melody, her first one, her Valentine's Day one. I remember that too. I don't remember if there's others included in this issue here, but we'll go to the twit longer and take a look here. Let's zoom in just a little bit to make it a little easy for you guys to read that. So we have here a twit longer, and I just want to emphasize here actually, I'm not on anyone's side. I'm just reporting what is out there, and this is going to be a he said, she said kind of situation right now, because we don't have anything from his side, Digitrev, that is. So we got to paragraph 1 here. It seems like the reason why Melody's Twitch channel was deleted is because of DMCA strikes that have been put on her channel, and it seems like it's from Mr. Digitrev, or Digi for short here. We click on this image link here on Imager. There's an email from Twitch themselves talking about VODs and clips, and it looks like the claimant is Digitrev here. So that's what we got with an email here. That's what's happened some time ago, and that was from a few days ago. That's the actual copyright strike here. So we can move on next. She talks about how the part here that she apparently does own everything. So this DMCA might be illegitimate. She has receipts and transactions of those receipts as well. And she clarifies that she owns the intellectual property with Digitrev, because if you go to these images here, these are kind of the receipts to the documentation of the character, and then we have even more stuff, transaction details here, and then even more transaction details as well. Both here are seemingly PayPal transactions towards Mr. Digi. We can see that there. And then the very last one is a conversation between Melody and Digi, clarifying that she does own the rights to the model. So let's can I open? Okay, that's not open. Is there? So she wants to file a copyright registration for it, and wanted to make sure things about the rights of that. And he said he's just the character modeler and designer, but she owns the IP. That's very important to note there. So yeah, it seems like everything was okay there, and he's just the artist and creator in the background, but she owns everything to it. And then we go down further. Now, she was actually offered to work with his music company, which he does mention in an interview months ago. It's called Giga Music Group. She was offered to work with them, but she was waiting more on an offer and then see when to actually do with that. And then if we go here, this she does mention here actually as well, though, in the time that before she made the decision and she was offered, Digi did help her with things along the way, and we have the examples listed in this Imager album here. If you can open an Image new tab, boom, easier to read. This generally just talks about stuff that he's done, and she's like trying to say, hey, what if I pay you for it? And it seems like he's denying it, really. He's just like, nah, I'm God, don't need compensation, but yeah, I would want compensation for my time. So it's kind of weird here, in my opinion, how that's working out. And then so after that, she was offered the $40,000 a month for their services, as in Giga Music Group, or GMG. I'll call them GMG for short. But she didn't take the offer. So she was advised not to as well from other people, so that's why she decided to work with other companies. So this was back in May, just want to note that, of this year. And then so there was a falling out, and she just stopped talking to him. And it looks like here he started his own project called YFU. I'm not sure about this. I've not been following Digi side of things as much. And so because of these favors that he's done, apparently, or I don't know if that's how he wants to pose it, but apparently she owes him for stuff. But because their kind of business relationship ended poorly, she didn't want to continue working with them. So she offered something. He offered that if she joined and worked with him for YFU, he would stop the claims and all the other harassment that is apparently happening here. But she was going to agree to it on two conditions: that she'd be done with everything, as in she owns all the rights, that it's signed document, done with, and she's not going to interact with him anymore. So we look at this image here. We see that this is how he wants to be compensated for everything he's done. Now, it's better if you just read this part here written by Melody. He's very good at summarizing here. After a few days I offered that, he responded telling me it was terrible for offer for him to sign a document saying that the extra things he made were mine despite being gifts. In exchange for interacting with his new project, he demanded $45,000 along with 25% of merch sales, even though by this point I've stopped using all the assets he's made. Although I owed him, they were reminders of I owned them. They were reminders that the leverage he had over me. So that sounds kind of like, not blackmail, but like some kind of extortion, I want to say. I mean, I'm not saying that this is exactly what he's doing. We don't know his side of the stuff. But this is what's happening right now on the side of Melody. And then that's why Tom, the little droid that she has been gone for quite some time now. So after stopping messages with Digi, apparently he was still being an ass. Now, I can't confirm. I went on his Twitter account here, and I've scrolled through the weeks apparently that he's been going through about that, and I did not find any tweets talking about Melody or ownership of or harassing her. I don't know if they've been deleted or anything like that. I don't know. I just don't know. I've not been following him at all. So it's just very strange that that claim is being made. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anyone's lying here, but I don't see any tweets. That's all I'm saying. She doesn't want to be involved in drama. She just wants to continue making content, which is fair. I understand that. So I really hope that this can be resolved soon. There's just a lot of evidence right now showing that she does have ownership, especially with verbal agreements like that. I know it's hard, though, with that kind of thing. You can't really enforce it, but it is definitely a way of enforcing it. And that's why you gotta be careful with copyright stuff. And Melody was. She asked about it very carefully. And just want to remind you guys that this DMCA is just for her character model, okay? Not the IP or anything like that. She does emphasize there. And so this has been going on for quite some time, which is unfortunate here. And so, yeah, I mean, this end is just kind of closing about it. She just wants to focus on her content, which is, I'm sad to hear anyone's being harassed at all in general. That's why I make my statement, hey, don't harass people. So, yeah, this is just a situation right now. I hope things are okay. Melody, if you're watching this, I'm still your boy here, but probably not gonna see this. You're big now. You don't need me. Well, not that I don't want to say it like that. I definitely had fun covering Melody in the earlier year. I actually made a recent comment about that too, but I'll talk about more of that in some other time about my experience there. I think it was great. But anyways, let's wrap things up here. I don't know. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't harass people, okay? There's speculation here and there, but we don't know anything until we hear both sides of the story, and hopefully that things can be resolved soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.